Agroclimatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscape ACReSAL is a World Bank-funded project with support from the International Development Association (IDA). Kaduna State has been an active participant in the ACReSAL project since its inception in 2022, and the state have since paid its counterpart fund for the full take-up of the project. The project is being implemented by 3 ministries in Kaduna State, namely Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources,
Ministry of Public Works and Infrastructure,
and Ministry of Agriculture. The 3 ministries are working collectively with the Ministry of Environment as the lead ministry in the implementation of the project, and the State Commissioner of Environment is chairing the project while the commissioners of the 2 other ministries serve as co-chairs. The ACReSAL Project Development Objective (PDO) is aimed at increasing the adoption of sustainable landscape management practices in targeted watersheds in northern Nigeria and strengthen Nigeria's long-term framework for integrated climate-resilient landscape management. The project has 4 operating components A, B, C, and D that are to be implemented over a period of 6 years. The implementation of the ACReSAL project in Kaduna State have started with a team of officers visiting the benefiting communities for sensitization and advocacy. The communities visited are in Ikara, Giwa, Kudan, Igabi, Sabon Gari, Zaria, Kubau, Makarfi, Chukun, Zangon Kataf, Suba, Kauru, and Jama'a local government areas. Already, a number of achievements have been recorded in the various project areas that are encapsulated in the project components. In the area of afforestation, the project has established 3 forest plantations in the 3 senatorial zones of the state in a 10-hectare land area
for each of the sites, totaling 30 hectares of land.
The afforestation sites are in Gubuchi in Makarfi local government area, Tonje in Kaura local government area, and Maje in Giwa local government area. The project identified and selected some trees that can be suitable with the environment for the afforestation. They include Sigesium, mango, neem, lemon, guava, and moringa. And to ensure the sustainability of the afforestation project, a number of solar-powered boreholes were constructed for the watering of the afforestation trees. Water troughs were also constructed at each of the sites for the use of the community, especially as a drinking point for their cattle and also for dry season farming. This development has largely reduced the frequent cases of farmers-herders clashes and improved the well-being of the host communities, as they now have available clean water for drinking and other uses, especially irrigation farming. And for the sustainability of the afforestation program, a nursery garden were established in Kudan, Ikara, Makarfi, Kubau, and Giwa local government areas. The nurseries serve as a seedling bank for the expansion of the afforestation sites in future.
These seedlings were of varieties in number. They are meant to take care of the degraded land across the state. So the seedlings are meant just for that can be used to counter that afforestation problems. So anywhere in the state, the trees are meant to be a nursery section whereby a sample of different variety of the plant that suit a particular area will be taken to that area.
Considering the importance of the nursery to the forest plantations, solar-powered boreholes were constructed at the nursery gardens to ensure steady water supply for the watering of the nursery. The ACReSAL project has also planted trees at 2 selected places of worship in Zaria and Chukun local government areas, where 600 tree seedlings of various varieties were planted on a 4-hectare land for each of the sites. The places are Mallawa Eid Praying Ground along Jos Road in Zaria Local Government Area and Ekwa Kaduna South DCC in Godingora of Chikun Local Government Area.
On ecological challenges,
about 143 sites have been identified across the state, where 4 of them have been selected for a start with work ongoing for their engineering design.
However, Kaduna State ACReSAL has delineated over 34,000 hectares of degraded land under the Food and Agricultural Organization (FAO) of the United Nations on technical assistance on land restoration.
Already, a meeting of stakeholders on the ownership of the affected land was held with the various communities at the instance of the project officers. The meeting has also provided the project officers the opportunity to get vital information on the degraded land and the possible approach in reclamation. Also, in an effort to monitor and check the changes in weather conditions, a weather station was established at the Kaduna State Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources as part of the institutional strengthening component of the project. The weather station will serve as an information center on weather forecast and other climatic events. Roadside plantation is also one area that the ACReSAL project has made remarkable stride in Kaduna State, as various variety of trees were planted along 24 kilometers of road sites, which are the Yakowa Way, Mandotu Airport Road Roundabout, and Surami Road in Kaduna, and Queen Elizabeth Road in GRA, and Ofar Kuyambana to Ofar Gayan in Zaria City. Apart from beautifying the streets, the roadside plantations can also improve the quality of the environment as well as the quality of the land. Another success story of the project intervention is the ongoing landscaping of Maraban Jos in Igabi Local Government Area and Dogarawa in Sabongari Local Government Area, which is at about 80% completion. On flood control, especially in the urban areas across Kaduna State, the project have started work on the Stormwater Management Master Plan with the aim of addressing the challenges of flooding. And for effective service delivery, the local government project management committees were inaugurated for the benefiting local government areas. Another committee inaugurated by the project was the Peace Building Committee. It is a committee that will promote peace and harmonious working relationship between the project and the communities.
So these are the kind of strategies we developed to co-op with people, the SPIU, the project unit, the community, any relevant stakeholders, sensitization, making people aware of the importance of installing such kind of important activities, to make them understand, to develop peace building, to carry people along initially from the inception. So these are the kind of strategical analysis we have made earlier to protect this thing. Without this one, I don't think you are going to succeed. And that's the only mechanism to apply.
There was also a capacity building and stakeholders engagement to service providers for survivors of sexual exploitations and other forms of gender-based violence. Agricultural sector in Kaduna State has as well witnessed its share of intervention by the ACReSAL project, especially as it relates to capacity building, extension services, and institutional strengthening of agricultural production and agricultural value chain. Under this component, farmers were trained on best practices in smart agriculture. Water conservation for irrigation farming is also being developed for the watershed at Kaurangwali in Kudan Local Government Area, Dawaki in Kauru Local Government Area, and Buda in Chikun Local Government. The water conservation is to enable farmers to conduct all year-round farming. The farmer-led irrigation development fleet is another achievement of the ACReSAL intervention, especially in communities on the watershed. Under these intervention, irrigation farmers will be provided with modern farming tools and techniques, as well as extension services so as to improve their productivity. There is also a community revolving fund, CRF, which is going to be given to farmers as a soft loan. It is a loan to support their farming and repay so that other farmers can receive and use for same purpose. Already, the benefiting communities have been encouraged to set up cooperative societies through which they can access the loan, which have now been transformed to community interest groups, CIG, where about 82 of such interest groups have been registered. On community empowerment and support, especially in the agricultural sector, a rice milling machine was procured and installed at Sanga local government in order to improve production and add value to cultivated rice. Another success achieved by the ACReSAL project in Kaduna State was the training of women and youth from all the 23 local government areas on the use of briquettes. The briquette is an innovation by the project which is aimed at providing an alternative method of cooking with less pollution to the environment. Apart from the reduction in pollution, the briquettes will also reduce the increasing deforestation for the purpose of getting firewood. The Honorable Commissioner of Environment and Natural Resources of Kaduna State, Honorable Abubakar Buba, in company of some officials of the Ministry and ACReSAL, were physically present at the training sessions. And for effective communication and success of the operating component of the project in the benefiting communities, a focal non-governmental organization named African Desertification Control Initiative ADCI Nigeria was appointed as a liaison agent between the project and the benefiting communities.
So far so good. ACReSAL is doing well, the activities is fine in Kaduna State. All what we are trying to do is to see how we can control the issue of watershed management, and a lot of activities are going to kickstart any moment from now, because all the local government in the state are going to have something, one or two things that will be linked to ACReSAL. As I'm speaking to you now, we have some projects going on in Sanga local government as we are boiling of rice processing, which is solar based. We have a lot of empowerment that we're going to do that will now touch on the life of rural communities directly, and we are going to reclaim a lot of lands. We are going to plant a lot of trees this year. The activity so far is good, and we have the full backing and support of the state government. We continue to partner with all our partners to ensure that the implementation is fully done in the state.